Phil Murphy here after WSOF 20 with a victorious fighter from the event. Emmanuel Walo gets a unanimous decision win over Ben Fodor, a.k.a. Phoenix Jones. There's a lot of hype and fanfare coming into this event, Emmanuel. What's it like going up against someone who's a fan favorite like that?
I don't really pay too much attention to that because when the cage door closed, his fans is not in there with him. It's only me and him, and tonight I showed you who's a better fighter.
We saw things get a little testy at the weigh-ins. How do the emotions before a fight, when they're like that, how does that affect where you are heading into the cage?
This whole thing, he probably was thinking this whole thing was a joke the whole time. Even at the weigh-in, I told myself, man, this is not a joke. I didn't come out here to, play like I don't know where his head was at, and the emotion, it plays a lot into the cage because I was like, after that showing at the weigh-ins, I can't come here and lose, because I was hyped up at the weigh-ins, so I had to bring that momentum in the cage. It was a great motivator, just to make sure I have to beat this guy. I can't lose to a guy like this because I know if I lose to him, I wake up in the morning, it's going to be all over social media and everything like that. So that was in the back of my head the whole time.
And we saw you score takedowns at will. How much did what we see in the cage reflect your game plan coming into the fight?
Somewhat. The game plan was to outbox him, outstrike him, and everything like that. We felt I had the better boxing. I was a better grappler. But the good thing about MMA, as you fight a lot, this was my 11th fight. So the more you get in the cage, the more you get a feel for it. And I felt like the takedown was readily available whenever I wanted it. So that's why I just went with that game plan. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take him out, wear him out, and then hopefully in the third round go for the finish. So that was my readjustment to the original game plan.
So you have a high-profile win here. If you had your wish, what's next for Emmanuel Walo?
Oh man, the sky's the limit. I would love to come back and fight on the WSOF or wherever, man. I just want to go home, enjoy this. I'm gonna be back in the gym this week, just working on my hands and everything like that. And whatever my coaches or my Ali and Ray Sefo, whenever they want to use me again, I'm always them. They know I'm not one of those guys that you call and say fight this person. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to fight this person. They called me for this fight about 3.5 weeks ago, 4 weeks, and I took the fight. I didn't say, oh, I don't, he's a superhero. I just took the fight because I'm a fighter. So whoever they put in front of me, I will always fight. I don't pick and choose opponents. It's something I never did. I fought as high as 85 before, and I worked my way down to 7. I never backed out from a fight.
175 yesterday on the scale. He said this morning when he woke up, 198. Scored an impressive unanimous decision win. He's Emmanuel Walo. I'm Phil Murphy. For more from the WSOF 20 and all MMA news, keep it locked right here on ESPN.com/MMA.